Good morning, Mesh. Catch us on Twitter as @Mashalaba Speaks. IG, it will be the man Yonela. Catch us on Facebook as Yonela Mashalaba. Good morning, Mash, the After Jog Thoughts. My name is Uyonela Mashalaba, aka the iceberg that never broke. Do catch us on Twitter as Mashalaba Speak. On IG, we are the man Yonela. Facebook, Guyonela Mashalaba. Don't forget to subscribe on this beautiful, informative channel. I know it's locked down as from last night. We have been locked down by the President, Commander-in-Chief of the South African National Defence Force. I know that we have been panicking left, right, and center. And yeah, it is happening, guys. There seems like there's nothing much we can do about it but to comply or complain later, as they say. So as the channel, like I said, a few days ago, I actually went to Woma Township. I'm sure most of you know where that is situated. I went there to do a little bit of research in terms of the readiness of the healthcare center, there being the clinics in Woma Township, the one clinic in Woma Township and the one clinic in Woma. I visited a few doctors, family practitioners at the Woma Township, and the conversations there that I had were very interesting. As much as I did not get the opportunity to interview the one doctor because his surgery was very busy, so I didn't get time to see the doctor. And then I met the second doctor. He wasn't very busy, and we had a rather very interesting conversation, to say the least. I was very perplexed to understand that he, as a doctor, first of all, did not seem to believe in this whole pandemic. Never mind the fact that he seemed not to be worried a lot about it. He stipulated his reasons, obviously, why he was not particularly bothered about the pandemic itself. But it just got me thinking, this is a practitioner, a well-educated person. I don't know what he's telling his patients. I mean, I think that was one of the first things that came to mind to me. Like, what is this guy telling his patients if he himself does not believe in that? And secondly, it got me thinking in terms of like how many other doctors actually don't believe in this. And then if doctors themselves don't believe, some of the doctors at least don't believe that this pandemic does exist, what is then the message that is trickling down to the normal civilian, the uneducated person who goes to visit a doctor, who might or might not have the coronavirus, who might or might not be exposed to someone who has the virus itself. So yeah, it doesn't seem like everyone actually believes in this. So for me, that was interesting. So I went to visit the Woma Township Clinic, and for me, what was interesting there is the fact that no one wanted to talk to anyone. Well, anyone at least that they view as the media, which I think we were viewed as media. So they were. It almost felt as if they were gagged, and that they were told not to speak. In fact, they told us that they were told not to speak to anyone, that anyone who wants to speak to them must go to the district Department of Health offices. So we picked up our equipment there, and then we went to the Woma Clinic. There's a Woma Township Clinic, and then there's like the Woma Clinic. We went there as well, and the manager there told us as well that we were not supposed to interview anyone. We're not supposed to ask anyone questions, that if we wanted answers, that the office to go to was the district office. So again, we picked up our equipment, we drove to the district offices in the hope of finding the district manager of the Department of Health. And when we got there, guess what? We got the very same response, that no one was actually supposed to talk about this, and that the district managers have not gotten directive to talk about the coronavirus itself, and then that we must go to a Bisho if we wanted any sort of answers. So that visit was futile. And for me, like what I wanted to find out mostly was, in terms of the health practitioners themselves, being involved with so many patients who might or might not have corona. I wanted to understand the risk. I wanted to understand that they understood the risk of being health workers at such a time. I wanted to understand that their families understand the risk, because these are the people that would be potentially exposed to the coronavirus itself, who would potentially expose their families to this, young and old, but specifically old, as we do understand that it was stipulated that people are above the age of 40 more at risk than young people. So I was talking from that perspective, in terms of, like, if you're a doctor, you do understand that you have a potential of dying from this particular coronavirus. This is something that is evident from other countries such as Spain and Italy, like where doctors have died. China, doctors have died. So I'm not speaking about something that is impossible here. I'm talking about something that is very realistic. So I wanted to understand that these health practitioners and doctors actually understood the risk of what maybe what is their duty, but like to understand, to know that they understood. For me, it would have eased my mind, because if they understood the risk, then they would be able to communicate the risk to their patients. So unfortunately, we didn't get that privilege to get any form of information from all those places that we went to. But on the other side, I can tell you that there are programs that the Department of Health has been undergoing or implementing in the district to educate the general populace about the danger of the coronavirus or the pandemic itself. They are at least, each practitioner at the district offices was, at the time that we went there, had told us that they at least have 3 programs that they go to into the communities to educate the communities about the pandemic itself and what the myths are and what is true about the pandemic. So there is something that the department is doing about. So yeah, I will be doing a lot of cardio, trying to work on my abs. Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to work on my abs. It's a bit difficult, like, to work on your abs, as you would know, but I think I'm gonna set my 30-day program on that, and I'm gonna start that seriously, and I'm just gonna hit my abs, and then I'm gonna do some steps, just to keep the fitness up, so that if this thing does end, I'm at least fit to a certain extent. And yes, there are scientists all over the globe trying to find a cure for this, so let's not be despondent. I'm sure something will come out soon, but the issue again is, even if it comes out soon, the time that it will take to disperse the vaccine, I'm sure, won't be less than a month. So in my view, I think we're not looking at anything less than a month at this. I'm not trying to cause any panic. But I just want to be realistic about this. And yes, I just want to be realistic about that. And yeah, we'll take every day as it comes. Uh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But of course, Good Morning Mash will be here with you, exercising with you. I'm not exactly a professional when it comes to exercising and everything. I do what I can. Yeah, and if you want to ask anything again, do write something on the commentary section. I will try and put up some things as well on the description box. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe on this beautiful, informative channel, particularly if you're from Nelson Mandela University. Do subscribe in this channel, and of course the surrounding communities of Port Elizabeth. But of course, anywhere in the globe, we see you. Whether I have friends in America, I have friends in Zimbabwe, I've got friends in Nigeria, I've got friends in Algeria, I've got friends in Cote d'Ivoire, by the way. So do subscribe, and yeah, let's stay in touch. Do take care. Igama Ngionela Mashalaba, aka the iceberg that never broke. Check you guys.